and in today's video, I want to just talk about why it's important for us as artists to sometimes just have these simple pieces that we are very loose with and just have fun with art and not really have perfection in mind or trying to get a detailed piece created, and why that's important for us as artists. Now, I'm an artist that paints quite realistically. I want my drawings and paintings to really represent what I'm drawing and showcase what it is that I'm interpreting onto paper. But I've noticed that when you loosen up and in between your major pieces or your paintings or drawings that you do, which are very detailed and it's very complex, in between those pieces, if you take some time to just create something that's loose and simple, not really worrying about perfection, not worrying about it being perfect, not planning it out very specifically, it really helps to loosen up your art and to help you tap into your inner artist and just let the creativity flow through you and let your intuition guide you. Now, with this piece that I'm working on, I did not use a reference photo. Now, I have been working and painting and drawing animals a lot in my art career, so I know the proportions of a dolphin. And if you want it to be a bit perfect, and not perfect, but you want it to look more like a dolphin or whatever you're painting, you can use a reference. That's perfectly fine. But what I mean is just to loosen up with your art, not keep everything so detailed and give it so much of thought and planning. Just keep it loose. Let your paint and your brushes do the work. Just let your intuition guide you and do whatever you feel feels comfortable for you, and it just lets your creativity flow. Because I've noticed this, especially when I used to always keep my work very detailed and I wanted every piece to be as good as it can be. And then some didn't turn out good and some were okay. And like I say always, if a piece doesn't turn out the way you wanted it or expected it to, it's a learning curve. You know what to do or what not to do the next time. So it's all a learning part of an art journey. So now back to when I was doing art journaling, that's what really helped me to free up as an artist, to really let go of anything, lots of thoughts or anything planning or anything like that. I just had the materials in front of me and I start picking things and mixing things together and using paints and using collage and using different scrapbook papers and using inks and doing some doodles and just sticking things down. And it was such a freeing process to just see what happens when you create something. Some pages turn out good, some pages not so good, but it was the freeing aspect of it that really helped me as an artist, because when I returned to my more major pieces or my more detailed work, I was able to really concentrate, have a clear mind, focus on that piece, feel inspired to create, and I didn't have a block because I was able to free that block or free any potential blocks that I would have in me by creating freely with the art journaling. And I've noticed this as well for drawing simply. Like recently, in the last couple of years, I've got a lot of pieces in my sketchbooks that I've started to really loosen up on. And I just sometimes grab my sketchbook, whether I'm filming or not filming, I'll just grab my sketchbook and just start painting. Like in this piece, I just sketched out the piece with graphite pencil, didn't even lighten up the lines, and I just went in with the paint. I went in with some pastel color paint pen sets from Inktense, and then I went in with a little bit of watercolors just to add a little bit of values, a little bit of definition for the dolphin. But I really enjoy just creating for the sake of creating, not worrying about the final result or whether it's going to be perfect or not, or mistakes are made. If I made mistakes, I just went with it. I just wanted to feel that freeness of creating and enjoying the process and enjoying my materials, enjoying the my time with my sketchbook and my art, and just freeing my inner artist and letting my inner artist create and following my intuition and just seeing where this piece goes and how it goes and how it just enjoy every moment of the creative process. And it's such a freeing thing. And I can tell you, since I started doing this with my art and having some really simple pieces, even pieces that don't make sense or they've got many mistakes in it, like this one's got some splatters, I've got some seaweed, I've got some coral, I got some blotches of color. I don't have anything specific or detailed going on. I'm creating a dolphin illustration and I'm keeping everything loose. And it is such a freeing feeling and such a wonderful feeling as an artist to just free yourself up from the inside as your creative being that you are, to create, free that creativity and just let it flow onto paper. And doing that, I see, helps me want to create even more because I don't have anything blocking me, because I'm not frightened of the blank page anymore. I don't have that fear stopping me. I just know that I'm going to create, and I'm going to create whatever it turns out the way it turns out. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to create. You can see after I did all the painting, then I went in with an eraser and erased the pencil lines. Although they were guides, I didn't erase them. I just started painting, and I just wanted to get into the flow state of creating. And that really is a wonderful feeling, and it really, really helps me to keep me motivated, keep me inspired, and it keeps the creative juices flowing so that I just want to create more and more and more and just experiment more, learn more, try different things. And it really helps me for my main pieces, and it gives me ideas for my main pieces. And sometimes something that I may do in this piece may be simple, but when I incorporate it into my main pieces or my more detailed pieces, it really makes a difference in my work. So I think it's really important for us to take some time out just to create for fun. Whether so I take time even if I'm not filming and I'm just creating for myself and just taking some time out with my sketchbook. That's just it. I just create for the sake of creating and enjoying the process and not worrying about what I'm creating and what it's going to look like, and not having a reason for creating other than enjoying the process of creating a piece of artwork. So I wanted to go in with some fine liners with this piece and outline everything, but then I thought about it. I said, no, I'm just going to outline with a fine liner, a very fine liner, just to outline the writing that's on the top, go with the flow. And I'm just going to leave everything else as it is with just the paintbrush strokes, no outlining, no detailing, just keeping it simple, loose, and smooth. And I think that really, really has made a difference, and I really enjoyed painting this piece. It may not be the perfect piece, it may not have any real techniques involved, but there's things that I enjoyed about it and that I learned when I was working on this piece. And those are things I can incorporate and techniques I can incorporate into my other paintings and drawings. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you have, don't forget to like and share. It really helps the channel out. Feel free to leave your comments down below. And if you'd like to see other art videos I put up on my channel or inspirational art videos, then you could consider subscribing to my channel. So till the next one, bye.